It's beginning to look a lot like Smissmas. Friendlies everywhere. There are snubberbots all about. It's time to vote them out. There are lots of crocketz, so beware. It's beginning to look a lot like Smissmas. Ragdolls on the floor. But the prettiest sight to see is the Uber popping spree. And yet we lost.
A pair of unusuals and a Mann Co had as a wish, a soldier and spy. The updates are coming, but where are the fixes? Without them I think we'll die.
And Valve and Gabe hope and pray for the community to go away. It's beginning to look a lot like Smissmas. Hatred in the chat. Can't hope for a civil time. Oh look, there's a hate crime. Also please remove random crits. Oh, hello everybody, my name is Rach, and well, here we are, Smissmas 2023. You know, the holidays are always a great time to sit down and unwind and... Yeah, it's pretty obvious TF2 is still suffering, but I mean, I think it's still a great game. So come along, let's take a look at all the maps of this update. Will this be a Smissmas to remember, or another grim reminder of the state of the game? First map we're looking at is Galleria. This is a player destruction map that is based off Nucleus. And I'll say this map feels a lot better to play on than regular old boring Nucleus. But that's just the thing. Feeling. It feels better to play on. Gameplay wise, it's pretty much what you expect Nucleus to be as a player destruction map, for better or worse. However, the real charm of this map is the aesthetics. As much as I love fighting in the red sands of the gravel pits, it's nice to see some color and vibrancy for a change. Not to mention the announcer sounding like an alternate version of Laserbeam if he didn't do YouTube and resorted to becoming a lifelong retail worker instead.
Attention all patrons, the Secret Santa is now open. Please deliver your gifts in a neat and orderly fashion.
Oh yeah, and the Zamboni! If I had one problem with this map, I suppose that the center area can be a bit of a clusterfuck, sometimes with people dropping in from the upper floors, sides, and shops, but considering this is just Holiday Nucleus, it's kind of what I expected. I rate this map 8 out of 10. It's pretty good. Carrier is a pretty straightforward and run-of-the-mill attack/defend map. However, it has a unique gimmick. So basically there's one person on blue team who has a bomb. Whoever this person is, they become a powerful giant robot version of their class, and only they can capture the point. And whenever a point is captured, the bomb explodes, killing the bomb carrier instantly. Thus, the cycle repeats until all points are captured. Sounds pretty cool, right?
No.
I don't mind playing this map, but I certainly wouldn't put it at the top of my list. And that's because blue team kind of has an innate advantage with the robot. If blue team decides to stack a couple of medics with some power classes, it's kind of hard to defend when you have to deal with said medics, and power classes, and a giant-ass robot. Not to mention the last area kinda sucks and is very choke heavy. If the map was a bit bigger, and if red team also had a giant robot to defend, I would probably rate this map higher, but yeah. Carrier is like a 5 out of 10 for me. Now if you've been following the TF community, you would know that this map was pretty much at the top of everybody's list, and for good reason. Krampus is a good and simple King of the Hill map, and honestly, that's what makes it so great. It's not too big, it's not too crowded and choky, and there's a cool unique boss. For a holiday-themed TF2 map, what more could you ask for?
What's this now?
And so, I'll give it to you straight. I think this map is a 10 out of 10 for me, and it's great to see something as cool as this being added into the game.
And now I present to you Turbine Center.
Thank you, Doctor. Conga.
No joke, when I loaded up into my first match of this map, everybody was just friendly. I mean, from the clips alone, I'm sure you could already see that this reskin of Turbine is just better than the original. Like with Galleria, the aesthetics of Turbine Center is what makes this map so great. But again, it's just Turbine. So while this map is better than OG Turbine in terms of aesthetics, it still suffers from the same base gameplay problems as its predecessor. So with that, I'm gonna rate it a 7 out of 10. Hacksaw is a payload race map, so it's kind of guaranteed to be a bit of a mess, but honestly, I think it's pretty alright. Now, I'll tell you straight up, I'm definitely not a guy who worries about balancing and such in a map. If a map feels good to me, then I like it. If it doesn't feel good to play on, then I don't like it. Simple as that. The payload cart is, as you can see, a giant saw, which, fun fact, if you get in front of it, you'll take a bit of damage, so you can't just use the front for free cover. And at the end of the track, you'll start hacking the enemy's terminal? Wow, what do they mean by, okay, I get it. It's because you're hacking them, okay, yeah. Now this final point here gets pretty hectic. A short jog from spawn, there are these passageways that people can spam from, and these passageways also happen to be overlooking the final terminals. And then it becomes a competition to see whoever kills each other first, and prevent the other team from hacking their terminal. For some people, this map can definitely feel terrible to play on, and, you know, I get that. I had some fun with it though, so I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. Snow Tower.
You are such a bad doctor!
It sucks. It's a reskin of High Tower, and it's a King of the Hill map. Just from a couple minutes of playing this, I could tell that this map wasn't really that much different from regular High Tower. I mean, come on. None of this makes it distinct enough from High Tower to warrant it being added to the game. Snow, trees, and lights? Whoop-de-doo! If we're gonna get holiday reskins of maps, I want them to at least feel a bit different, man. I mean, just look at Turbine Center and Galleria. Their vibes are totally different from the original. And you don't even get me started on the actual point. Did you know if you're Sniper, you have eyes on the point from your spawn? That is a big no-no. I'm sorry, but this map is like a 2 out of 10 for me. Emerge is a 3-point payload map, and as you can see, it retains that familiar TF2 color palette and style. And, yeah, that's pretty much it actually. If there's one thing I had to say about this map, it's that the sightlines are very long. So if you're playing heavy, well, just hope that you have an NG on your team and that the enemy team isn't playing Sniper. I rate this map an 8 out of 10. Just like Emerge, Camber also retains that familiar TF2 color palette and style, but unlike Emerge, when I was playing Camber, it felt kinda similar to another payload map. My suspicions were confirmed when this player pointed it out. Yep, this map feels like Upward. But is it like Upward in a good way, or is it worse like what this guy said? Well, opinions are subjective, and I say it's like Upward in a good way. I think there are plenty of flanks and strong positions to hold, and overall, the pacing feels just right. So with that, I'll give Camber a 9 out of 10. Brew is a great attack-defend map. The visuals are stunning, and the map generally feels great for all classes to fight on. However, there is one problem, and that's the fact that the first point takes 10 goddamn years to capture. Look at this clip. Practically half of my team is on this point, and half of the red team is dead. Easy capture, right? Nope. It kinda sucks that the first cap takes forever to capture, but a fraction of the time to recapture? Other than that though, I do like this map, and so I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. And for the final map, we've got Heart, an attack defense CTF map. So basically, just like with Carrier, there's only one person on the team who can cap, and that person is whoever is carrying the intel. Overall, I really like this map's design and concept. I suppose some chokes and areas could be redesigned, but eh. One change I would definitely implement though is making the capture with the intel not instant. When I was playing, I felt some rounds would be over way too quick since you can just pick scout and hide till the intel to the capture point on the flank. If there was a short capture timer, I'm sure it would feel a bit more fair to red team. But, you know what, I'll give this map an 8.5 out of 10. And yeah, that's basically all the Smissmas maps. Overall, I think Smissmas could have been worse. Now, I won't talk about the 31 unusual effects, since I don't really think I'm qualified enough to discuss them. But yeah, I do agree that 31 is a pretty big fucking number. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this year's Smissmas, and, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.